Hi, good evening, Toastmaster, fellow Toastmasters. I am Yash. I will be Sergeant at Arms for today's meeting. I welcome you all for the 118th meeting of SDMCET Toastmasters Club. We follow 3 ground rules in every Toastmasters meeting. Please switch off your mobile phone or keep in silent mode. As Toastmasters, we do not talk about sex, religion or politics. Please refrain from discussing these topics. Lastly, please do not cross talks. Now I'll hand over the stage to President, who is an software engineer at Oracle. He is an ordinary person with extraordinary dreams. Please help me to welcome Toastmaster Sumuk.
Thank you, Toastmaster Yash. I welcome all of you to our 118th meeting today. And the theme for the meeting is Women's Day. So International Women's Day, as you all know, is celebrated on the 8th of March. And today is 6th. So the theme is quite appropriate. So just 2 days back, I had been to a college, the Nitte College. I think most of you know. I'd been to Nitte College to give a talk on coding and guide to how students can become a better engineers and how they can transform themselves better into the corporate world. And believe it or not, there were more girls than boys there. It was a coding club, and I was really happy to see that the number of girls that are wanting to learn coding and improve in IT is something that is commendable, and I was very happy to see that crowd. Not just that, even in industry, there's a lot of support and a lot of leverage given to women joining the IT sector. So I believe that that's honestly a very good thing, and we should see that equality coming up in so many other fields as well. And probably that's why we all need to commemorate this day and celebrate Women's Day to get equality in all fields of life. So today we do not have any guests in the meeting, and yeah, I'll announce today's meeting number 118 open. I request I now hand over the stage directly to the Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Chetna.
Thank you, Toastmaster Sumuk. I alone cannot change the world, but I can cast a stone across the waters to create many ripples. This was the quote quoted by Mother Teresa. International Women's Day is a global day celebrating the social, economical, and cultural and political achievements of women. The day also marks a call to action for accelerating gender parity. Significant activities is witnessed worldwide as groups come together to celebrate women's achievements or rally for women's equality. Marked annually on March 8th, International Women's Day is one of the most important days of the year to celebrate women's achievement, raise awareness about women's equality, lobby for accelerated gender parity, and fundraise for female-focused charities. The theme for International Women's Day 2022 is Break the Bias. Whether deliberate or unconscious, bias makes it difficult to women to move ahead. Knowing that bias exists isn't enough. Action is needed to level the playing field. Now, I would like to tell this why how Women's Day was started and the history of Women's Day, celebrating Women's Day. International Women's Day has been observed since the early 1900s, a time of great expansion and turbulence in industry world that saw booming population growth and the rise of radical ideologies. Great unrest and critical debate was occurring amongst women. Women's oppression and inequality was spurring women to become more vocal and active in campaigning for change. Then, in 1908, 15,000 women marched through New York City demanding shorter hours, better pay, and voting rights. In accordance with declaration by Social Party of America, The first National Women's Day was observed across the United States on February 28th. Women continue to celebrate National Women's Day on the last Sunday of February until 1913. With this, I would like to move on to the meeting. Toastmasters meeting is divided into 3 segments: prepared speech, table topics, and evaluation. So today we have 2 speakers and table topic session is not there. And today's general evaluator is Toastmaster Preetham, who has graduated from Jain University, Bangalore, in Electronics and Communication branch. And he is a huge fan of all the web series and movies. And he suggests me to watch all of them, and I don't watch any of them. Please help me in welcoming General Evaluator for today, Toastmaster Preetham, to brief his role.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Mr. Chetna. Am I audible? Yeah. Thank you so much, Mr. Chetna. So the role of General Evaluator is to give the feedback of the whole session, evaluate the whole session, and provide feedback on that. So I alone cannot do this task. So I have a team with me, that is the tag team, and also the listener, taggle team, timer, counter, grammarian, and listener. So I'd like to call up the timer now, that is Toastmaster Nayan Gowda, to explain his role briefly. Over to you, timer.
Thank you, General Evaluator. Good evening, everyone. As a timer, my task is to monitor the time during the meeting from the beginning to the end, which includes a prepared speech session, table topic session, and general evaluation session. For prepared speech, the time allotted is 5 to 7 minutes. At the end of 5 minutes, I will display a green card. At the end of 6 minutes, I will display a yellow card. And at the end of 7 minutes, I will display a red card. That means the speaker has to complete its speech before 7 minutes 30 seconds. And for individual evaluation, the time allotted is 2 to 3 minutes. At the end of 2 minutes, I will display green card. At the end of 2 minutes 30 seconds, I will display yellow card. And at the end of 3 minutes, I will display a red card. And today, table topic session is not there, so I will not tell the time allotted for a table topic session. And back to you, General Evaluator.
Thank you, Toastmaster Nayan, for explaining the role briefly. Can we quickly check the timer cards? How you are disabling, enabling the share screen? You'll share the screen or change your background?
I will change my background.
Yeah, can we check that?
Sure. This is green, this is yellow, and this is red.
Yeah, good to go. So I'd like to call up the next role taker, that is our counter, Toastmaster Nandita. Over to you. Toastmaster Nandita.
Hi, good evening, everybody. So today I'll be playing the role of our counter as well as the grammarian. So I'll be explaining the role of our counter. Like you all know, the our counter notes down the filler words used by all the speakers. So it is advised that we reduce the usage of the filler words so that our effectiveness of our speech increases. So the filler words are like, you know, so, etc. So I would advise all of you to reduce the us. I myself use so many us, so I'll also make a constant effort to reduce the us. Coming to the role of a grammarian. So as a grammarian, I'll also be noting down the good usage of grammar and the bad usage of grammar. And today's word of the day is verbose. I repeat, today's word of the day is verbose. It is a negative word actually. The meaning is using or containing more words than are necessary. In a sentence, you can use it as a verbose explanation, a verbose report, speech, or style. The second sentence is, he was a notorious verbose after-dinner speaker. The synonyms of the word verbose is long-winded or wordy. So I would request all of you to use the word of the day wherever you can. And I also request all the speakers to snap your fingers whenever a particular speaker uses the word of the day. Over to the general evaluator.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Toastmaster, for explaining both the roles. I'd like to move on to the listener for today. That is Toastmaster Harsh. Over to you.
Good evening, all Toastmasters. So, as a part of listener, I will listen all the sessions carefully, and I will make the question based on the content that will be delivered in this session. And at the end, I will ask the question related to the whatever I will make. And I request all of you to pay attention and listen carefully. Over to you, G.
Thank you, Toastmaster Harsh. I'll be back with my report at the end of the meeting with also the with my tag team. So over to you, Toastmaster Chetna, the team only.
Thank you, Toastmaster Preetham. Today's first speaker is Toastmaster Yash, who is pursuing his engineering at SDM College of Engineering and Technology in Mechanical Branch. And his evaluator is Toastmaster Sumukh. He will be evaluating Toastmaster Yash's speech. Toastmaster Sumukh is engineer at Oracle, and also he likes to do bike riding every weekend, and he keeps on sharing pictures and making me jealous every weekend. So please help me in welcoming Toastmaster Yash on stage for a speech.
I'll give the speech objectives before that.
Yes.
Okay. Yash is giving his level 1 project 3. The purpose of the speech of this project is for the member to learn or review basic research methods and present a well-organized, well-researched speech on any topic. The title of Yash's speech is Blockbuster Ads are equal to Blockbuster Brands. Blockbuster ads are equal to Blockbuster Brands. Toastmaster Yash.
Hi, good evening, Toastmasters and guests. Hi, Toastmasters. I'll be asking famous advertisements. Can you recognize these? Does anyone know who are Ramesh and Suresh?
From 5-star ad.
Yes, correct, man. This 5-star chocolate advertisement made them two unforgettable fictional characters. Next one, aap mein toothpaste mein namak hai. I think everyone will be knowing this advertisement, famous advertisement.
Colgate ad.
Yes. Next one, I think it is famous advertisement, and this one is Dar ke aage jeete.
Sumukh's favorite Mountain Dew.
Correct. Yes. This is how influencing the advertisement can be made in day-to-day life. We are living in the age of advertisement. Wherever we look around us, we see advertisement. It plays an important role in the modern world of the businessman. From the smallest or the biggest traders use the technique of advertisement for their goods and commodities. Nowadays, our world has become number one in the competitive. Everybody wants to be number one in the race of competition. So it proves that it is a helpful tool for the businessman. Some years ago, we used to see advertisement in the newspaper, magazines, walls of the public, cinema halls. But nowadays, digital media made it. It is also important for the advertisement. Businessmen are investing huge amount of money in the advertisement for their brands and goods. Even radio sets and the transistors are also very important for the advertisement. While crossing on the roads or while going to other cities, we will see signboards or the huge board painted or have a famous tagline on the huge buildings. These are advertisements. Even they are written or in the painted form. Nowadays, we see the posters or the painted on the normal government buses or like railway station in railway trains, locomotives, or other vehicles. Advertisements are made and painted in such an artistic manner where customer attract at the first glance. Nowadays, businessmen are promoting their brands in the programs like famous TV shows like CID or TV all other serials, and even while Indian Premier League also it is the best way for the advertisement. Every hour they will change, every hour they will put advertisement around 3 seconds, like example fruity, fog, Coca-Cola, etc. Those who create the advertisements are known as dream merchants. The job of dream merchants is to create an attractive ad which is an attractive and not a verbose in nature. They represent the ordinary thing in a idealistic manner that one can start imagining in the TV sets, serials, or cinema. As there are artistic, scientific, and attractive method of the representation hypnotize the public to buy their products. Now I'll be sharing my screen. Please identify the famous logo of the advertisement. Famous logo, I think. I'll be sharing my screen. Screen is visible. Anyone can recognize this logo?
McDonald's,
Yes,
Mercedes,
correct.
Twitter, Audi, Facebook.
Screen sharing is stopping, please. Okay. See, I think everyone recognize these logos as fast because due to the advertisement, these are popular. Advertisements are adding many benefits to the brands and the companies, like building the brand awareness. For example, McDonald's, KFC, and Domino's. Everyone knows in the world, everyone will recognize these brands. And building the brand images, like even day-to-day life, youngster will use this Vicks inhaler and the Volini spray. I think these are the most impulsive advertisement in present now, and it also create a more employment opportunities. All in all, advertisements are very informative, and but they can also be damaging. Thus, it is upon us to use them with sense and ensure they are entertaining and educating. Like we would advertise ourselves in the job we apply for, the company has to choose out of hundreds of people. We can also consider the same thing while buying the products by seeing the advertisement. Remember, KV and MTOR, buying, be aware. It is in our hand to make the right choice and the right product to choose, and be smart while purchasing the product. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Yash, for your wonderful speech.
Thank you.
Thamba, thamba, thamba. As we are celebrating Women's Day today. In advance, I would like to ask one question. Whosoever wants to answer can answer, just like a table topic. Which actress in Bollywood or Hollywood inspires you the most? Anyone can take up, or else I can choose the speaker. Srivatsan sir, can you take up?
Frankly speaking, I'm not a fan of cinemas. Sorry, Preetham, not a fan of web series too. But yeah, people who inspire me, ladies are right in front of me. Of course, you know, parents, my mom and sister, wife, and then my daughter is also here. So these are the people who inspire me, and all the ladies, most of the ladies that I interact with, they do inspire me. Over to you, Jay.
Thank you, Toastmaster Srivatsan. This question to Toastmaster Sumuk. Which great personality, a female, has been your role model in your life?
I would say my mother itself, but since you asked great personalities, I would have to choose somebody who's famous. It's probably Emma Watson. Apart from the fact that she is an international crush, also it's the fact that the way she came from and the way she rose, and even today she gives so many public talks and motivational speeches, which makes me makes her my role model. Yeah.
Yes, thank you, Toastmaster Sumuk. A question to Toastmaster Nayan. Who has been which person in your life has raised you other than mother? Mother's love is eternal, but other than mother, who has been your favorite, like your aunt or something, whosoever it may be? You can speak about her for 1 to 2 minutes.
Thank you, Chetna, for this question. Apart from my mother, my two grandmothers raised me. When I was born, my mother and father came to the city due to their work, and my two grandmothers raised me from. My mother would tell they raised me from when I was 1 month to 9 years. They are the two greatest personalities, and who inspires me every time. And even my grandmother would take me wherever she go, and some of my relatives would tell her that now when she goes to anyone's village, where is your tail? That means whenever my grandmother would go anywhere, she would take along with me. So now since I am here, she goes alone, not alone, with my cousins. And in 2018, I lost my one grandmother, and the other is still there. And I love visiting my hometown just to see my grandmother and grandfather. Thank you, Chetna. And over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Nayan. You're waiting for another evaluator. He's running late.
Yeah, I can do, Chetna. If the evaluator Parvati sir is late, I can do.
No, Toastmaster Kaustubh was joining for Rachit's evaluation. You can take over. Sir.
Yeah, Rachit, just pass me in WhatsApp your details.
I've sent it to you on WhatsApp.
Please also send the speech title also. In the meantime, let me read the objectives of Rachit's speech. Rachit is giving building a social media presence. That's the objective of his project. The purpose statement of this project is for the member to apply his or her understanding of social media to enhance an established or new social media presence. The purpose of the speech is for the member to share some aspect of his or her experience establishing or enhancing a social media presence. I repeat the purpose of this project again so that we understand. It's about building a social media presence, and the project is for the member to apply his or her understanding of social media to enhance an established or new social media presence. He is going to share some aspect of his or her experience establishing or enhancing a social media presence. Over to you, Toastmaster of the Day, Chetna.
Thank you, Toastmaster Watson. Toastmaster Rachit is second evaluator for today, and he will be delivering his speech. He is a rapper and also a foodie. Please help me in welcoming Toastmaster Rachit on stage. Toastmaster Rachit, the stage is yours.
Building a social media presence. Now, unless you've been living under a rock, you know everyone from a $1 trillion company like Apple to a 10-year-old kid who is living in front of your door. Everyone wants to build a good social media presence. Dear friends, let's just take a moment to understand the importance of social media in our lives. Let's say entertainment, fashion, whatever it is. Whenever I go from my home to college and college bus, I'll be scrolling through my Instagram. I'll be looking for entertainment over there. 15 to 20 minutes of adrenaline boosts. I find it on social media. Fashion. I see something that I like on my phone. Maybe a blue sweater or blue jacket, red leather pants. All of this, shopping ideas, I get it on social media. You know, songs, like discovering new songs. Coincidentally, one day when I was in Sumuk's house, he was playing these wonderful songs. I asked him, brother, where did you find these awesome songs from? His answer was, Rachit, whatever is trending on Instagram, I just share it. I just share it to my playlist and I listen to them all the time. Today, I am here to share 3 key points on how these social media, how to build a social media presence based on your skills and your brand. Point number 1, build a profile. You might ask me, Rachit, wait, don't we all need to build a profile to just scroll through Instagram or Snapchat? No, that's called creating a profile. I said build a profile. What is included in building a profile? It can be as easy as setting up a good profile picture. Now tell me, how many times have you come across this one person whom you might have known? Let's say Amog was your childhood friend. You see him on Instagram, the same name, the same surname, the same activities on his page. But you see his profile picture and it's a picture of a frog. Now, would you be comfortable sending a friend request to that friend Amog? Let's say you find a very nice fashion store, let's say Zudio, and you go to their page and you see that they have posted pictures of books, cars, and fashion, clothes. Would you like to follow that page? Building a profile includes setting up a good profile picture. It should include your face or anything that represents your brand. It includes writing a good biography for yourself. Let's say you found a cooking page on Instagram and you saw their Instagram display picture was also very good, a beautiful picture of a cake. You saw some posts that you like there and some posts that you don't like. But you read there, hey there, I am a part-time cooker, I'm a part-time cook, and I make dishes that my friends send me requests on. Now, would that bio attract you or not? Compared to a bio that just says, hey, I make cakes. The first bio was more attractive. That is building a profile. Let's compare it to setting up a shop, yes? You cannot expect to just keep one book there and expect for every customer to buy it. You need to keep thousands of books with headings on, with categorizing them from one place to other. That's how you sell books. That's how you build a store. You cannot sell just one item. You need to add multiple posts related to your brand, related to your art. That was point number 1, build a profile. Point number 2, content is not enough. We all think that we can just become famous on Instagram or Facebook by just uploading videos of our songs, videos of us singing, videos of us cooking. You might think, human minds, we might think that this might be true, right? I'll upload my talent and I'll become famous. It is nothing but foolish to think just like that. Imagine you're setting up a bookstore and you have built this wonderful library. You have books from every section. You have fiction, you have romance, you have self-help. But you just made a store. You don't know whom to give it. You don't know how to find customers. Content isn't enough. You need to build your marketing skills. You need to build your sales. Marketing can be done by various places like Facebook ads, Google ads. You can do networking. You can go on open mics. You can tell them that you sell books. You have a bookstore over here. You might you might find some few customers from there. You might find customers in Facebook ads or Instagram ads. Now, let's say you bring these people in. Bringing them in isn't enough. You need to make sure that they follow your page. It's like you have brought in all these people through marketing, but how are you going to sell it? Now you need to decide that based on what you're going to sell and what skill you have. And third point is, unfortunately, quality is greater than quantity. Let me tell you, friends, what do you think you're going to like? Some random guy who is posting 10 videos of him singing on a chair with curtain in the background? Or would you like to watch a great music video where people have taken time to go to various locations and set up beautiful scenes and shot a music video? That is why quality is greater than quantity. Those are the 3 tips that that have helped me grow my own social media page, and I'm sure this will help you grow your page as well. Thank you very much. Back to you, TMOD.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Preetham, for your wonderful speech. Sumuk would like to take up a fun session on the theme.
Okay. Can everyone come on camera quickly? Yash, Preetham, Rachit, Nandita. 1 down, 3 to go. Okay, so we have a quiz. 2 down, 2 to go. Okay, so we have a quiz. I'll explain the rules quickly. Those who are on camera can raise your hands. Those who are not on camera can use the reactions to raise your hands. And the first one that I see will be the one who will be giving the first answer. But along with the answer, you will also have to say a sentence or two about whatever you answer. Let's say the answer is badminton. You can say that badminton is a 4-player sport, something like that. Okay? You can say the rules of the sport, whatever you like. But a sentence or two is a must. And in case of incorrect answers or incorrect sentences, you will not get the points allocated. It's 1 point each, no negative marking. Okay? We have 15 questions coming up now. Can you see my screen? Okay. And unmute yourselves. So I'll probably, you'll have it on the go. As soon as I pick a name, your answer should be ready. Okay. It's a quick GK quiz. First question coming up in identify.
Kalpana Chawla.
Kalpana Chawla.
Okay. So raise your hand. This is a quiz. So you need to raise your hands, give the answer, and say a sentence or two about the person. So this time the first answer was given by Rachit. So Rachit, you can take it up here.
Sumo, can you please repeat what am I supposed to do after telling the name?
You have to say a sentence or two about the person.
Okay. I think she was the first female Indian who went to space. And I remember her because in our school, they had this huge picture of her in the room we used to go for praying every day. And I remember on every Women's Day, every teacher used to point to that picture and say that, you see, women can do as good as men in society. So those are that's how I remember her, and yeah, it's a great memory for me.
That's wonderful, Rachit. Anybody else wants to say anything about Kalpana Chawla? Okay, we'll move on to the next one. But remember, you need to raise your hand or give a reaction if you're not on camera, and points do count. Pritam.
Okay, Saina Nehwal. Saina Nehwal is a badminton player. She has won many Olympic medals, and she has represented, I think, even in the international level. I think there is a movie coming up on her. If I'm not wrong.
It's coming up or is it done?
Yeah, it came. I think. Yeah, I think
Was
it
it?
was played by Pariniti Chopra. Maybe.
I don't know who is the player, but who was who
Yeah,
represented?
there was a movie.
There was a movie.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll move on quickly to the next one. Nayan.
She is Kiran Bedi, and I guess she is the first female IPS of India.
That's right. Anything else about Kiran Bedi? Anyone knows? Famous facts?
Based on her name, there is a Kannada movie called Kannadada Kiran Bedi. I got to remember that movie.
Okay.
She was also a tennis player.
Yes, Sachitan. You're not audible.
Is she looking like Ellen from the Ellen show, or is it just me who feels like that?
No comments.
Okay.
Probably the hairstyle that makes it look like that, but Kiran Bedi has got a different fan following in India.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll move on to the next one. It gets tougher now. Yes, Watson.
Kocher, she is the former chairman of ICICI. That is one. And she has been credited with so many building up ICICI, taking it up into a different league. One negative thing, she and mostly her husband was involved in favoring one particular company and giving more loans, is what I know.
Okay. So this is, although a quiz, we are also learning a lot of things about these people that I myself am not aware of. Okay. So she is Chanda Kocher, the former CEO of ICICI Bank. And one more fun fact about her is she joined ICICI Bank as a fresher, as an analyst role or something, and she built her career all the way up.
She joined as a management trainee.
Management trainee, exactly. Management trainee. So as from the trainee role, she went all the way up. So that is commendable. And we all should know that although you guys also will start as freshers tomorrow, you know, you can grow up the ladder. Okay. Yes, Watson.
Nandita can talk. She raised her.
It's Indira Nui. She is the CEO of PepsiCo. She is also amongst the board of directors of Amazon. And yeah, she also pursued her MBA in IIM Calcutta. What else? Yeah, that's all I know about her.
Okay, that's nice. Can you guys come on camera? Because I can't see the reactions. I don't know why. Maybe because I'm sharing my screen. All right. We'll move ahead. Yes, Harsh.
I know everybody know her name. Her name is Indira Gandhi. She is the first Prime Minister of India. At the same time, the way he lead the India in terms of making the India powerful, and also there were so many conflict that happens in her time, but he resolved all the conflict. He became the most powerful leader that time. And also at that time, there's a one, what I call the emergency has happened for 2 years. At that time, it was estimated that the India has growth remained very high level. And also, unfortunately, because of his heard a strong decision, so going into the Amritsar temple and killing the terrorist who was there, and because of that, she was killed by her own bodyguard. But she's tremendous and the outstanding leader in whole that politician career.
Yes, yes, tell me.
To add on this, Sumuk, she was first female prime minister, as Harsh told, and she was longest term PM hold by India, to hold India.
How long was it?
Around 10 to 12 years.
Oh, okay, okay. All right. We'll move on quickly to the next one. We have two new, Parvati sir has joined us newly. So, sir, I'll quickly brief you. It's a quiz, and you need to raise your hand in order to give the answer on recognizing who is the personality, and you'll also have to say a line or two about the personality. Only then it will count for a point. Okay, moving to the next one quickly. Only raise your hands. Yes, Parvati sir.
The personality is Sarojini Naidu. She was a great freedom fighter, known as Nightingale of India for the poem she wrote. And she was also the first governor of one of the states of India. So that is, and she represented India at the United Nations for some time later.
So this is, as I told, not just a quiz. We all learn something from all of this. Anybody has anything else to add on to? Or add on to Sarojini Naidu's facts?
Though her surname indicates that she is a Telugu, I don't think she is Telugu. I think she is Bengali.
No, she was a Keralite married to a Bengali.
Oh, great.
She hailed from Kerala, but married to a Bengali.
Oh,
Okay. We'll move to the next one.
Yeah.
Yes, Parvati sir.
Bachendri Pal, the first Indian woman to climb Mount Everest. She is from our northeastern state. She is from Sikkim, I believe, or maybe the Darjeeling area of West Bengal. She is the first Indian woman to climb Mount Everest.
First Indian woman or first woman?
First Indian woman.
Indian woman. Okay.
Because she climbed sometime in 1989 or something. In 1976, Takeo Meiji, a Japanese woman, had already climbed Mount Everest.
Okay. Nice. Okay. And quiz-wise, Parvati sir has already answered 2 in a row. He's on a hat trick. Otherwise, I don't know what you're doing. We have another 5 more personalities coming up. Yes, Preetham.
Pritam, you are on mute.
You're on mute.
PT Usha, is it right?
Okay. Yes.
Yeah, I don't know much about her, but she's an athlete. That's all I'm sure, and she has won many medals representing our country. That's all.
Okay. Yes, Rachit. Tell me.
Recently, KFC have been marketing that she's been working in their kitchen, and that's why they have so fast delivery of food.
Yes, I think this relates to your speech as well. Ads and brands marketing. Okay. Yes, Watson.
she missed bronze medal by just some 0.0000 some 1 second.
0.001 second.
Otherwise, she would have been
1984
bronze.
Los Angeles Olympics.
Yeah, she is a brilliant runner.
Yeah.
She just missed bronze.
Yeah.
Okay. Moving on to the next one. Yes, Preetham.
Nirmala Sitharaman, the current finance minister of India.
Nirmala Sitharaman hails from Andhra Pradesh, but currently her hometown is Bangalore, and she is also elected to the Rajya Sabha from Karnataka. So she is in Karnataka's representative in the parliament, and therefore count her to be one of the ministers from Karnataka in the cabinet. And she is the only lady, of course, the only lady who is a full-time finance minister. The earlier person, Indira Gandhi, as prime minister, she also held the finance portfolio. She is the first person to hold the finance minister's portfolio independently. First woman.
Yes, Vatsal.
Small correction, Parvati sir. She is from Tamil Nadu.
Maybe.
Married to a Telugu.
Telugu. Correct. And currently residing in Bangalore. And elected to the Rajya Sabha from Bangalore.
Yes, Nayan, Chetan, you have something to add on to Nirmala Sitharaman?
Yes, Sumukh. If I'm correct, she is the only women defense minister in India.
Yes, that credit also she has.
Second woman defense minister.
Yeah.
And also second finance minister.
Correct.
All right. A lot of new things that I'm getting to learn today. Okay, we'll move on quickly to the next one. Yes, please.
Neeta Ambani, the current owner of Mumbai Indians team. She is the wife of famous personality Mukesh Ambani. Yeah.
Yes, Harsh, you want to add on?
Yeah, the one important thing what Neeta Ambani is, before marriage also, he likes to teach, he likes to go for the teaching career. And he proposed also after marriage also, she will go for the teaching career. And till now, he's donating either way to the academic purpose or either she is going for teaching. He has consistently looking for what he want to, what she's looking, what she likes to do. So that was, even though he got so many men, no lady in this world has that much money that she has, but still he is doing what he likes, what she likes to do.
Okay. Thanks, Harsh. A few more. I think we have two more. Quickly.
Sushma Swaraj.
Yes, Parvati.
Sushma Swaraj, again, she set the record as India's first lady external affairs minister. And she was an MP from Delhi. And her speech in the United Nations, when she countered Pakistan on the Kargil issue at the time of Vajpayee's government then, is something considered to be memorable. Plus, of course, she has several memorable speeches in Parliament also. Known to be a very fiery external affairs minister. And her work when Indians were to be airlifted from Iraq during the Kuwait war, that also is considered to be remarkable.
Okay. All right, we'll move on to the next personality. So far on the leaderboard, Preetham and Parvati are on a tie with 3 each. And all of the others are with a single point: Rachit, Nayan, Vatsan, and Nanta, and Harsh. Last 3 more personalities.
Barkha Dutt.
That's right.
Who
Yes.
is a news journalist. She was earlier with NDTV. Then she became a freelancer. Today, she is more of an author and a commentator rather than a TV journalist. She doesn't come on TV much, but she is known for her pro-liberal, anti-rightist views, and many times she has got into trouble because of that. And even recently, she has written a book about how the Modi government misled the country on COVID and how COVID deaths and COVID tragedy could have been avoided if some measures were followed. Very recently, she has come out with a book on that. The Untold Deaths in COVID. That is what the book title is.
Okay. Yes, Pritam.
How many of you have watched the movie Laksh from Hrithik Roshan and Preeti Zinta? Yeah, so the role played by Preeti Zinta is inspired by Barka Dutt actually. She had a huge role in reporting the Kargil deaths and everything.
Okay. All right, quickly to the next one. Yes, Watson.
Yeah, Arundhati Roy, her name is. She is a writer, and in the league of somewhere what Parvati sir told, pro-liberal and anti-Hindu is what her image is. She is also related to Pranay Roy through his wife's side. She is from Arundhati Roy is from, though she is Arundhati Roy is a Keralite, and she has won the Booker Prize for. Forgot the book's name, but it's a popular book.
That's right. Yes, Nayan.
Recently, my brother bought me a book which is written by Arundhati Roy. It is
What's the title? No, that's
The Earth
Anuradha Roy, right?
Spinner. The Earth Spinner.
Okay, if I'm not wrong, the book was Anuradha Roy and not Arundhati Roy.
Oh, Anuradha Roy. Sorry, I mistaken.
I think book name was Maladies, Interpreter of Maladies or something like that.
Okay. Okay, the last one.
Sudha Murthy, of course.
Yes.
Chairman, Infosys Foundation. Wife of Narayan Murthy, founder of Infosys. And a great philanthropist. And from Hubli. She has studied in BVB Engineering College. And so she must be close to everybody from this area. So that's about Sudha Murthy.
Thanks, Parvati sir.
Yeah.
Thanks to all of you for giving valuable input. And one thing have you observed? While all of you told a sentence or two, there was definitely an adjective in all these sentences.
Yeah.
Right?
Obviously.
And that showed the power of women through history, right? And how important women are in all the different fields of life. And as far as the quiz leaderboard is concerned, it's Parvati sir who joined us halfway through in between and stole the show. Congratulations.
Because quizzing is my very favorite this thing. If you see my Facebook page also, I will be participating in a lot of quizzes and all. Okay. And by the way, to all our people from Toastmasters who are, our especially students, is anybody interested in Wordle these days? How many of them are doing Wordling? Yeah, that's great. Because it helps build your vocabulary really well. You can think of so many new words. So I suggest that those who are not, they can give a try at least and find out if they are interested in Wordling. I find it so exciting. Every night I sit up to 12 o'clock for the new Wordle to come in, solve it, and then go to sleep.
Same here, sir. Same here. All right. So that was a fun session for today. And Chetna, you can take it back from here.
Yeah, thank you so much, Toastmaster Sumuk. I would like to acknowledge that Vasudev sir is celebrating his birthday today, and I would like everyone to sing birthday song for him. Sir, please come on camera. Yes.
Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday
to you.
Happy birthday
to you.
Happy
birthday to you.
Thank you so much. I never knew all of you remembered this. So thank you. Great. Thank you. Thank you to each one of my Toastmaster friends. You people are the ones who really make my day, make me invigorated. And participating in Toastmasters always, brings out the youth in me, so that I feel younger with all these people around. So that's why I'm very indebted to Toastmasters for helping me to keep myself young. Thank you. Young at heart, if not young in body.
With this, we'll move on to the evaluation session of the meeting. I would like to call up the general evaluator for today to present his report along with the tag team. Before that, I would like to call evaluator for the first speaker, that is Toastmaster Sumukh, for his evaluation report.
Thanks, Chetna. Yash gave his level 1 project 3 speech, research and presenting with the title as Blockbuster Ads equals Blockbuster Brands. Yash, can you come on camera, please?
Sumukh, I am audible.
Yes, you're audible. I would like you to come on camera.
I think I have some glitches. I don't know. I can rejoin, please.
It's all right. Yeah.
Okay. I'll rejoin within 5 minutes. Okay. Sumukh. Okay.
Timer, please note, I'll start after 5 minutes. Maybe if it's going to take some time, we can go with the second evaluation.
Yeah. Timer, you can start the timing. Good evening, all. Toastmaster Rachit gave his speech from building social media presence. I think it is an elective project. So the positives of your speech, Rachit, is number 1. I found your content to be very good. You had those 3 points and you gave each of those 3 points with good number of examples. So that is number 1. Number 2, you are progressing as a speaker. We can see that because you made a mistake. I am a part-time cooker. You told I am a part-time cooker, and then you immediately corrected by saying that I am a part-time cook. So which reflects the point that you are progressing, not only progressing as a public speaker, but you are confident in not showing any guilt or remorse of using that wrong usage of grammar. Number 3, confident delivery. As usual, it was very, very confident. Number 4, there was humor in your speech. For example, you told that, would you make someone a friend if they had the profile picture of a frog? And you had similar humor with respect to all the 3 points. So these were the positives of your speech. Areas of improvement, I have found 4 areas of improvement. Number 1, the starting of your speech, 30 seconds of your speech, I found that somehow you could not connect to the actual body of your speech, which is building a profile. So like, for example, you mentioned about Instagram, fashion, Sumukh's playlist. You mentioned all that, but somehow couldn't connect that well within the body of the speech. That is number 1. Number 2, what did you, Rachit, what did you do in social media? If you don't tell that, how am I supposed to develop trust in you, Rachit, in listening to your speech? You could have told, I was so bad in social media presence and I did all these things, and look at my Instagram page. So that is number 2. Number 3, I found that you rushed in your 3rd point and conclusion. You know that, everybody knows that, I as the evaluator know that. The 3rd point, you had rushed it because you know it was end of the time. Therefore, the conclusion was also fast. And today, number 4, the 4th point, I found your delivery to be very slow, Rachit. You could have been a little bit faster. You could have increased the pace of your speech faster. To sum it, very good speech, very good content, valuable points, valuable 3 points with good examples and humor in that, confident delivery. You corrected yourself, except for connecting those first 30 seconds. What did you do in your social media, rushing in those 3 points and conclusion? And if you could have increased your delivery, that would have been a fantastic speech. Over to you.
Chetna?
Thank you, Toastmaster Watson. Now I would like to call Toastmaster Sumuk for Yash speech report, evaluation report.
Thank you, Chetna. So Yash,
Yes.
yes. So your title, according to me, the speech title was apt. You did speak about blockbuster ads and how they impacted in making them a blockbuster brand. Exemplary speech content, and you supported it that with very good research. You had facts and figures all through your speech, which made us know that you had done sufficient research. You recognized the audience needs and connected with them through visual content as well. You seemed very comfortable with the audience. And most importantly, yes, you have got clarity in your speech. You do not fumble at the same time. You do not have, it doesn't seem like you're either talking too fast or too slow at the same time. So you have got good clarity, which is a good thing. And you have introduced all of us to so many new words and new facts about advertising and branding. Dream merchant is something I never knew about. So the title was perfect. And you spoke about ads. Sometimes it makes the brand, sometimes it breaks the brand. However, there were a few things which I felt that you were lacking in. Most importantly, the eye contact, volume, and tone of your speech can be improved. You can use better physical gestures as well. I found your physical gestures were very restricted. And you had a slightly improper posture all through the speech. Okay. And I'm sure that with practice, you will improve on all these things and probably become less nervous. And I also felt that the speech was less verbose. It was more of visuals. You had visuals twice throughout the speech. Maybe you could have filled it up with more of content. Visuals are important, no doubt. They did connect with the audience, but then the content was slightly lesser is what I felt, and you could have filled that up. And I challenge you that next time when you give your speech, try to give it without helping notes. Okay. I know it's difficult at times. Even I sometimes do look at helping notes, but then I challenge you that next time when you give a speech, you do not look at the helping notes. So apart from this, speech wise, beautifully written and well researched. So for the title researching and presenting, it was a very well researched and well presented speech. So congratulations, Yash.
Thank you.
And looking forward to more speeches from you.
Thank you.
In general evaluator, you can take up the report with your towel.
Thank you so much. Before my report, I'd like to call the tag team. Timer, Mr. Nayan, can you please give your report? Mr. Nayan, you're on mute.
Am I audible now? Today the meeting started at 6:17 p.m. and coming to the prepared speeches, Toastmasters took 7 minutes 2 seconds, and the Toastmaster and the second speaker, Toastmaster Rachit, took 7 minutes 49 seconds, and Evaluator 1 for Yash speech, Toastmaster Sumuk took 2 minutes 30 seconds, and the Evaluator 2 for Evaluator 2 for Yash Rachit, Toastmaster Srivatsan took 3 minutes 19 seconds, and that's it. Back to you, General Evaluator.
Any disqualifications?
Toastmaster Rachit is disqualified. He took 7 minutes 49 seconds.
Okay, 8 minutes, no?
I didn't get
8 minutes, no?
No, sir, 5 to 7 minutes.
5 to 7 minutes.
Okay, okay.
So yeah, thank you, Nayan. Toastmaster Nandita, can you give the grammarian as well as the accountant report since you are both handling the both roles?
Yes, yes, Toastmaster Preetham. So starting with the accountant report, Toastmaster Chetna, Toastmaster Yash, and Toastmaster Sumukh used the filler word more than 5 times. Toastmaster Nayan and Toastmaster Rachit used more than 4 unnecessary pauses. I myself have used n number of R's. Toastmaster Rachit also made use of the conjunction and a lot of times. Toastmaster Harshraj used R more than 5 times. Toastmaster Preetham, I haven't made a note of you because you spoke for a very short time. But we have 2 people who haven't used any filler words, and that is Toastmaster Watson and Toastmaster Parvati. Congratulations.
Okay.
Coming to my grammarian's report, a few good usages of grammar, a few good words that I found were commendable, commemorate, break the bias, gender parity, commodities, pro-liberal, and an adjective used by Toastmaster Parvati, invigorate, which means make someone feel young and energetic. A few corrections that could be made are somebody used crossing on the roads, which can be crossing the roads. The second that I found that could be improved is one can start imagining. It could be modified into one can start to imagine or one can imagine, is I felt can be used. The word of the day was verbose, and it was used only by Toastmaster Sumukh. That's all from the grammarian's report. Over to the general evaluator.
Thank you, Toastmaster Nandita. I would like to correct you in one thing here. Toastmaster, I observed that Toastmaster Yash in prepared speech used the word verbose. So there were
Okay.
2 people who used verbose.
All right, sorry.
Yeah, it's okay. I'd like to move on to the listener for today, that is Toastmaster Harsh. What do you?
Yeah, before I start my question, I want everybody to come on the video so that I can see the face and see the hand raised. Thank you. And also, if somebody is not in a position to come up in the video, they can raise their hand by clicking. There's some reaction you can put, and I will. And everybody, whatever the point you will say, it will have only one. It will give you only 1 point to you. And if some question has 4 or 5 points, then accordingly you will get that point. The first question is, as soon as the Toastmaster Yash started his speech, then he started with a 3 advertising quote, and that belongs to the different company. All three, can somebody come up and all 3 first raise your hand if you know. Okay, then 2. Okay, Sumukh, come.
Okay, क्या आपके टूथपेस्ट में नमक है? Colgate was there and लड़के आगे जीत है.
Yeah, thank you. Third one, Nayan, you raised your hand.
Even I remember 2. One is Colgate and other is Mountain Dew.
Okay, anyone else? Yes, Toastmasters.
5 star, 5 star.
Yes. What is the quote? What is that advertisement quote? Who is Ramesh and Suresh? Something like Toastmaster. Yes, you can correct me if I'm wrong.
Yes, correct. It is Harsh. Anyone know who is Ramesh and who are Ramesh and Suresh? Correct.
Okay. Now the second question again. Toastmaster yes presented 5 logo that represent the company also. So anyone can come up with all 5. First, all 5. 4. Okay. Go ahead, Toastmaster Chetna.
Twitter, Facebook, Mercedes, Audi, and
Again.
yeah,
I
only
think
4.
you told all. Again, can you please?
Mercedes, Audi, Twitter, Facebook. I guess one more is remaining.
Anyone can 5th one? I also want to. Yes, Sumuk.
McD.
That's a McDonald. Okay. Okay. The third question, not from Sumuk. Other than Sumuk, as Sumuk told, the most, from his perspective, the female role model for him is. Raise your hand. Yes, Toastmaster Seals.
Emma Watson.
Right here. Thank you. Then the last question, other than Rachit, Rachit explained the 3 key points how to build a social media presence. So all 3. Okay. 2. Okay, Toastmaster Nayan.
First one is to build a strong profile.
Yes.
And the other one is quality over quantity.
Okay. Third one. Content is not enough. Okay. Thank you. Shall I want and give to? Okay, then Sumuk has won 3 points. Toastmaster Chetna 4, Toastmaster Sivatsa 1, Toastmaster Nayan 2. Over to you, G.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Harsh. Yeah, I'd like to start with my report, the general evaluators report. Yesterday, Toastmaster Yash started the meeting on 6:17 p.m. So since we all agreed to start the meeting at 6:15, so it was 2 minutes late, not a much delay. He explained the ground rules. Toastmaster Yash did not speak about the theme actually. I expect him to speak about the theme about some words. So presiding officer, the Toastmaster Sumuk, he declared the meeting open by explaining about the theme. That is, he also shared his experience of visiting Meenakshi College, and how girls were actively involved in coding competition and their interest. So good work done this month. So I'd like to move to the PMOD today, that is Toastmaster Chetna. She gave the brief description and information about the history of Women's Day, how it is celebrated, why it is celebrated, the significance of celebration of Women's Day. Since there was no table topics, she also had an interactive session with us. She had prepared some personal questions to ask. Congratulations to you, great job. There was some issue with the evaluator since he did not join us today. I'd like to appreciate Toastmaster Watson sir for quickly taking up the role of the evaluator. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much. So, special mentions to Toastmaster Sumuk. Since again there were no table topics, he had a fun interactive session, that is quiz session. We got to learn many things in that. It was an informative session overall. Thank you, Sumuk. Thank you for that. So there are a couple of recommendations. The evaluation should be carried out by general evaluator. So I saw that Mr. Chetna did it. So next time, make sure that you hand over the stage to PE, and then he'll take care about the evaluation. Overall, it was a fun-filled session and a good meeting. I thoroughly enjoyed the meeting. Over to you, Toastmaster of the day, Chetna.
Thank you, General Evaluator, for your report. The polls will be launched for the best role player, best speaker, and auxiliary role taker. Please vote, cast your votes.
During this poll session, they should play the KPC music in the background. Audience poll wala music. I don't know, it keeps running in my head when the poll is going on. I see the poll bar moving from left to right. We have 5 out of 7. We'll have quickly 2 more people put in the polls and 6 out of 7. Okay. And I'll give the results right away. Best speech evaluator with 67% of votes, Toastmaster Srivatsan. Congratulations, sir. Best auxiliary role taker with 50% of the votes, grammarian Toastmaster Nandita. So being nominated twice, I think Nandita had an upper edge. She was nominated for both our counter and grammarian. Okay. Best major role taker with 67% of the votes, Toastmaster Chetna as the TMOD. Congratulations, Chetna.
Thank you so much.
And for the best speech, with again 67% of the votes, Toastmaster Yash. Congratulations, Yash.
Thank you, everyone.
So I'll take it over from here. So thank you everyone for joining in for our 118th meeting. Special mentions to Toastmaster Vatsan, firstly for taking up the role of evaluator impromptu, and the TMOD for the impromptu sessions of that you conducted until Kaustubh joined us in. So I know you were trying to call up Kaustubh repeatedly, or you were trying to get in touch with him, and in that meantime you tried to fill in with something. You messaged me saying, "Can you do some fun session?" And that is what is expected from a TMOD, to be active and able to change as per the needs and necessities of the meeting. And it's all a learning. I'm happy that you could do it perfectly all right. And I thank everyone for joining in to celebrate our founding president Toastmaster Parvati's birthday.
And I thank all Toastmasters for your very kind gesture of wishing me a very happy birthday. So thank you so much, every one of you.
And one more thing, as Parvati sir told, please look into Wordle. It's a new trend, I should say, that has come. I'll send up the link as well, or you can just Google about it. Wordle. It's innovative ideas, and then there are some subsidiaries of Wordle also that have come up, like similar to Wordle, so many other games, which more or less are like Wordle. It helps improve your vocabulary a lot. So do look into it. And with this, okay, before I go to the end, I'd also like to call out names and special mentions to the women Toastmasters of our club, Toastmaster Vaibhavi, Toastmaster Nandita, Toastmaster Chetana, and Toastmaster Purnima. Appreciate you being a part of our club and looking forward to renewals. So with this, we come to the end of our today's meeting. Meeting number 118, I'll officially mark it as complete.
Thank you.
Yes, I would like to take up the roles